Utah State Dynasty here on EA College Football 25. Before we get into gameplay and breaking down the San Diego State roster, figured I would go over the landscape of college football. Michigan number 1, 7-4, 4-0 in the Big Ten. We're 8-0, 7-0 in Pac-12 play. We're going to end Pac-12 play this episode. Clemson 6-2 with 5-1 in the ACC. Charlotte 3-0 and they're number 1 in the ACC and they're ranked 4th, followed by Florida, Rutgers, and Kansas State, who are all 6-1. Nebraska's 5-2. Ohio State 6-2. Notre Dame, who lost to Iowa, was number 1, now number 10. Toledo 7-0. Ole Miss 6-1. UCLA, the defending national champs, who lost to Wisconsin, dropped from 2 to 13. Miami lost to Clemson. South Alabama, who beat Southern Mississippi, Oregon, Bama, Houston, and then Utah, our former, it's no longer former, but still a rival of ours. And then Syracuse, who we play next week on the road, is ranked. Same thing with South Florida, Tulsa, Southern Mississippi, Maryland, and Wisconsin after beating UCLA. Teams that got votes: Florida State, Louisville, USC, UCF, Troy, Tennessee, Central Michigan, Tennessee, Iowa State, Baylor, Central Michigan, and Michigan State all bounce. As we kind of look at the ACC right now, it's Charlotte and Clemson right now, but only because Charlotte's 3-0, they're the only undefeated team. They're up, but it's really Clemson, Florida State, Georgia Tech, Louisville, Syracuse, and then other than that, nothing spectacular. As Liberty has fallen, man. They won the national championship 2 years ago, and now they're just mid. American Conference, North Texas, Tulane, UTSA, Rice, Tulsa, and South Florida as well. Other than that, nothing spectacular. The Big 12, Utah, TCU, BYU, Cincinnati, Houston, Kansas State, UCF are the go-getters, and Shedeur said, Deion Sanders in Colorado ain't doing too pretty. And SMU's really struggling in the Big 12 now. Big 10, Michigan, Nebraska, Notre Dame, Maryland, Ohio State, Rutgers. Oregon's kind of struggling. UCLA, after winning the Natty, struggling in the Big 10 play, but other than that, they're okay. Penn State's really struggling. And we face Washington to end the season as well, so keep an eye on that. Conference USA, Jacksonville State, Tennessee, Louisiana Tech, Florida National, and everyone else is just kind of there. No FBS, the MAC, Toledo, Bowling Green, UMass, shout out UMass, Ball State. In terms of conference play, Eastern Michigan's doing pretty solid as well, and Central Michigan as well. Other than that, nothing too crazy. Mountain West, God, that's a horrible conference. I'm glad that we got out of it because there's literally 4-3 teams. Other than that, San Jose State's terrible, and it's just a horrible, horrible conference. Obviously, we're still kicking it. It seems like we're going to face Stanford, potentially, but if we beat San Diego State, we do the sweep of the Pac-12, and basically we're just going to wait for who plays who. It seems like it's Stanford, Cal, Fresno State, potentially, maybe UNLV. SEC, Ole Miss, and Bama are doing their thing. Arkansas, surprisingly, Florida, and then Missouri's 5-2. But really, Georgia's 0-4 in conference play. That's really surprising. LSU stinks. That's really, really surprising as well. Sunbelt, shout out Marshall, South Alabama, Troy, James Madison. Southern Mississippi's doing their thing. And Appalachian State hasn't won a game at all. Yikes. Take a look at the Heisman Watch. Yes, Josh Hopkins is still, well, you guys didn't know, but yeah, he's been the number 1 Heisman contender for a while now. Christopher Zia, remember, well, I'll explain that, and then Barry Fugmore, DeMarcus Davis, last year's national championship winning quarterback, and then Hoffman as well. So Clemson's already had a quarterback and a wide receiver win a Heisman in this dynasty. So Lenore Sellers tore his rotator cuff, last year's Heisman Trophy winner. More than likely he's going to be out. He's just getting ready for the NFL draft. So they got this guy, and their backup quarterback is the Heisman candidate. And then they also have their third string wide receiver, the Heisman candidate as well. And on top of that, they're going to get Sterling Irving, the 5-star, 14th best player in the country, second best quarterback in the class. So that's fun. While they got the number one quarterback as well, Gabe Durant. So they got the top 2 quarterbacks in the country just committed, and they're going to ride the bench. As we take a look at the Aztecs, 79 across the board, 1-6, dead last in the Pac-12, and my God, that is a last name. Jopatua Ata Johnson. We're just saying Javance Johnson, and then Danny O'Neal, and then really other than that, nothing too crazy. A couple walk-ons. But it seems like Iverson and O'Neal are the future, but who knows? The 97 accelerate, agility, and change of direction is gonna be interesting. But running back Benjamin Mitchell sadly broke his toe, so he's out. So we're gonna be facing Westmoreland and Silva. Fullback doesn't matter. 2 90-speed guys. I mean, they got a 92 guy, but really, other than that, no speedsters. Napier's hurt. Tight end. Nothing crazy to write home about. Okay tackle. Really good guard. Like, probably going to get drafted. Young, but okay center. Some okay guards. Young but solid tackle. Horrible left ends. 2 walk-ons. If these 2 guys get a sack, especially Killiam, our tackles are going to run laps for days. Right ends, probably realistically like Townsville or Bliss is going to play, but still, they're horrible. Our tackles should not allow sacks at all, because they're terrible. And then really they have 1 good defensive tackle, so in theory, Braylon Dotson should not have any pressure whatsoever. I understand him being a scrambler. It's hard to contain blocks when you have a scrambling quarterback, but in theory, he should not get sacked by the defensive line. Not very good outside linebackers. An okay middle linebacker. Okay outside linebacker. Terrible corners. I got a guy 95 speed, Beasley. He's pretty good. Change of direction. Then 87 speed, 90 speed. Not very good corners. Okay safety. And a horrible strong safety. But my guess is probably Dickinson or Magden will play. And then a pretty good kicker and punter as well. Under the lights. A whiteout as well. You'd love to see it. Play action. First play. Flowers there to knock it away. He's got 20 solo tackles, which isn't super crazy, but still 4 tackles for a loss as well. Strysbeck. Oh, look at that. Breaking free. Picking up 7. As it's going to be 3rd and 3. Let's see what this defense has dialed up, and it's going to be a blitz. They're going to pick up the first as well as Sweat. Keontae Sweat was there. As it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Aztecs. Dennis Bosby was there, and also Funk. And now Westmoreland is out. So now they're down, I believe, to their 3rd string running back. It's going to be interesting how they do it. Play action. As Dylan gets absolutely cooked for 37. As the Aztecs, they're down to Utah State's 25-yard line. As it's going to be play action. Kai Hughes on the sack. His second sack of the season. Only his 7th tackle of the season. Not very big tackler as Chase Davis with the weird tackle as Silva. It's going to be there, but it's going to be 3rd and 6 at the 20. All day to throw, and he's going to take off and get down to the 6. As the Aztecs, man, driving opening drive of the game. Davis there, he's going to pick up 4. Moreland is, I believe, back in the game as well. 2nd and 2. Amir Dillon makes up for the blown coverage as he gets his 2nd sack of the season. He only has 24 tackles as well. Remember, he was a starter last year, and then he got benched. Ty Theory trying to get there. Oh, sometimes I don't like how the DBs don't go, but it's going to be a touchdown. Sometimes the logic defensively makes no sense to me, but either way, 3:50 and some change left here in the first quarter as Connell picks up a gain of 3. It's going to be 2nd and 7. Connell, great blocking, solid blocking, making it 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 at the 31. Dotson to Gillette. Where was that? 4th and 4 at the 31. Gutsy, yes, I know. Moses is going to pick it up. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Cottle, he's going to pick up the 1st and then some. Juking down to the 40-yard line. As 1st and 10, gain of 1. 2nd and 9. Cottle. Making it 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 at the 34. Dotson voids his tackle, gets the 1st. It's going to be 1st and 10. Cottle, huge gain. Definitely going to be going back as Johnny Gillette is going to get hit with the holding penalty. As it's going to be 2nd and 16 now. Kobe Eugene, look at that. Bouncing outside, breaking off 1 gain of 10. As it's going to be 2nd and 6 now. Dotson. To Beekman, sorry. Down to the 11. 1st and 10 at the 11. Cottle cutting back inside, gain of 5. As he's already got 51 yards rushing. Cottle trying to get something, gain of 3. 3rd and 2 from the 3. To Carlos Seglia. Touchdown. We're going to tie this ball game up. This is going to be 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Hopkins, Funk. Basically a whole bunch of Aggies there. Joe Funk was credited for the TFL. This is going to be 2nd and 11. Read option. Dennis Bodsby. Read that. Not bad for the true freshman out of Kansas. 3rd and 11. You already know Hopkins and Daly. 3 sacks already. It's only the first quarter. This is going to be 1st and 10. One of the last plays of the first quarter. Moses, the jet touch pass. Gets to start the second quarter with a 3rd and 8. To Ben Thomas, who kind of does an unnecessary spin move, but picks up the 1st. 1st and 10 at the 45. Hand off to Cottle. Cottle breaking, gets the 1st and then some. As he's got over 50 yards rushing so far. Kobe Eugene gets 4. 3 carries, 15 yards for Kobe Eugene. Now back to Cottle. Cottle breaks off one tackle, can't get another, only gets up 1 yard. 3rd and 5 from the 38. Dotson. He's going to hit Moses in stride. Make it 1st and 10. 1st and 10, handoff to Cottle. Picking up 4. 9 attempts, 62 yards rushing. Kobe Eugene, look at that. Almost picking up the 1st. 3rd and inches. You already know who's it going to. Corbin Cottle bursting to the 12. 10 carries, 71 yards for the 5th-year senior. DeBeekman hangs on as well. 2nd and 3 now. Cottle bursting, picks up a couple. As it's going to be 3rd and 1 from the 4. Dotson, empty set backfield. Dotson. The QB sneak increases Arnwell. We get the lead back. As it's 7. And just a quick old dump off to the running back, and San Diego State, despite their 1-6 record, has kind of been holding with us. Strizbeck and Flowers were there, but we're going to pick up 8. They're slowly moving the ball. I get it. The score doesn't say so, but they're still in it. As Moorland is just doing his thing. 1st and 10 at the 43. Sweat was there, and oh no, almost a touchdown. We went a little bit aggressive there, and he almost broke at that tackle, but shout out Chase Davis and Strizbeck. Hopkins can't get there, and what a throw to the tight end and breaking off a sack. That's a heck of a play as the 2-minute warning is slowly approaching here in Logan, Utah. And Sweat absolutely got cooked down to the 7. The Aztecs, they're making this a ball game. They're making us work. This is going to be 1st and goal. Right under 2 minutes. As Tariq Bloom was there on the tackle. At the 3. Ooh, Dylan. Great pass deflection. Making it 3rd and goal from the 3. Let's see what we can do here. Hopkins in the backfield. 4 sacks here in the 1st half for Utah State. It's Dotson. He's going to throw it to Gillette. Gillette's going to pick up the 1st and then some. 8 for 10, 64 yards, 2 total touchdowns for Braylon Dotson. As Moses with the 1st. 4 catches, 31 yards. That was his longest, which was 17. Dotson, he's just going to take off running and go out of bounds. Gets a 2nd and 2 now. Dotson to Cottle gets the 1st. With a minute and some change. Dotson, he's just going to outrun these boys. Picks up the 1st, and that's up. Oh, he's going to score. Look at Johnny Gillette blocking downfield. Let's go. Perfectly executed near the end of the 1st half drive. We do get the ball at half. And Sweat, man, he's getting cooked as I get his own coverage, but still, he's just, they've been targeting him a lot. Dennis misses the tackle. Sweat's going to get it as it's 1st and 10 from the 49 seconds left. All day to the big fella, the tight end. Davis is going to wrap him up. As San Diego State, really, besides 2 3-and-outs, they've killed it. As Kai Hughes with another sack. Second and 17 now. Under 30 seconds left here in the first half. Kai Hughes again. Making himself a name this half. 2 sacks, couple of pressures. It's going to be 3rd and 17 with 29 seconds left. All day. 3 now. 17 seconds left. At the 16. 2 timeouts. To Corbin Cottle, the absolute dot. 121 passing yards, 50 rushing yards, 3 total touchdowns for Braylon Dotson. To Moses, you already know. 6 seconds left at the 23. Moses, no, we were too aggressive. That's my bad, but still. Starting the second half, that pick was more of me just being aggressive, but perfect first half, I would say. 2nd and 9 from the 26. Read that perfectly. 3rd and 23, not ideal, but you got to do what you got to do. The dot to Johnny Gillette in stride. That's how you do it. See, he makes those throws. And I'm an idiot sometimes as well, as Moses is going to pick up 6 or 7. As 2nd and 3 looks like Dotson's calling an audible. He is to Saglia. Moving the chains. 2 catches, 9 yards, and a tutty. Read option to Cottle, who had a great first half, is going to pick up 4. 13 carries, 77 yards for the senior running back. I'll take it. 1st and goal, I kind of accidentally threw that, but hey. I wanted to wait, but throwing on the run, we'll take it. Kobe Eugene punches it in. And we're up 28-10. Again, did not mean to throw that to Moses, but I'll take it. And he makes like Mahomes-esque throws, and then he does stupid plays like the interception, but that was more me. But drives back in funk. There on the stop. 2nd and 10. Seems like they're going to waddle, and I respect that they're still committing to the run. 3rd and 5. As it's 3rd and 5. Drives back, knocks it out. This is going to be 1st and 10 at the 35. To Cottle. What a pancake by Melvin. Picking up 9. Almost the exact same carries. 14 last game, 14 this game, but a couple more extra yards. Look at that. Huge hole. Almost 100 yards on the ground for Cottle. Dotson to Eugene. Eugene trying to get something. Gets to 6 carries, 30 yards, and a tutty for Mr. Eugene. Dotson tries to get it, but Gillette was not open. It's going to be 3rd and 8 to Johnny Gillette. Short. We got to stay consistent. We're the most aggressive team in college football. We're keeping it that way. And that backfires. That was more of just Braylon Dotson just throwing a way horrible ball. But can the Aztecs capitalize? Well, they're going to get 5 there. 49 yards for Westmoreland. As 2nd and 5. They're going to pick up the 1st at the 50-yard line. 1st and 10. Read option as well as I give credit to San Diego State. They're staying to who they are. They're a running team, and they're running the ball pretty darn well. As we're almost under 2 minutes left. Oh, in the 3rd, Frank drives back. Was there on the deflection. This is going to be 2nd and 10 from the 35. Drop back. Picking up the first. 146 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions for Johnson. Ty Theory's going to be there in the backfield. Angel Daly read it perfectly so the freshman could get in for the sack. Loss of 10. It was a wide receiver screen. It's going to be a halfback draw. And pick good yardage back up. It's going to be 3rd and 13 at the 25. Aaron Flowers knocks it out. How will the Aggies respond now? This handoff to Cottle. Cottle almost got in the backfield, but not quite, as he has hit over 100 yards. 101 on the day. No rushing touchdowns. Definitely need to change that, as Cottle's fighting his way. Pick up 5. 17 carries at 106. No tutties for Cottle. But Eugene has one of the rushing touchdowns. He is going to pick up the first, as Kobe Eugene's just the red zone merchant. Dotson. Ben Thomas. Only his second catch of the game. This is going to be 1st and 10 from the 49. Cottle in motion. Dotson almost gets the first. 2nd and inches. Final play of the 3rd quarter. Currently didn't want to record, but Braylon Dotson ran in for a touchdown after the jet touch pass. As, oh boy, look at all that room to run. Gain of 29. He's not the fastest guy, but good enough speed. As it's going to be 1st and 10. Sweat deflects it. 4 tackles. He's kind of been targeted a lot today, as finally one went his way. Funk. Great stop. I give Johnson a lot of credit. He's been very, very shifty in the pocket, because we have not had a sack this half. And Bosby gives up the sack as Moreland. Not a bad back. This is going to be 1st and 10 from the 33. Dreisbeck there. This Dreisbeck is a little banged up, but he's gotten it out. 2nd and 3. Daly. Miscommunication. Dreisbeck was there. Gain of 14 for like their 3rd or 4th receiver. The Aztecs driving. Davis stops, but they're going to pick up 6. 2nd and 4 from the 5. As Johnson, what a throw. Touchdown. They're going to go for 2, because they're kind of making this a football game. And they get the 2-point conversion as well. 1st and 10 at the 24 now. 4 minutes left. Let's see what we can do. Cottle rumbling for 8. 19 carries, 115 yards. Still no touchdown for the senior back. Kobe Eugene fumbles it. Thank God. They're going to review it. We did recover it, but he looks like he was down anyway. He was down. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Dotson calling an audible. I think we just got to give it to our senior bell cow. 1st and 10 from the 37. Dotson trying to get something. Breaks off, slides. We'll take it. What's even smarter is he stayed in bounds to keep the clock moving. Heads up play. Cottle gets stuffed for 1. 3rd and 2. Critical play. Ben Thomas in motion. We're going to hit in the flats. And he's going to stay in bounds. 3 catches for 33 yards. Not too shabby as well. Cottle, kind of slowing down. He does have 22 carries, 120-something yards. As we give it to Eugene, who's got more of a bounce, and picks up the first. 9 carries, 41 yards, and a touchdown. Dotson, play action. He's just going to shuffle. We're going to go to the 2 in the morning. Fun fact, even though Braylon Dotson is a scrambler, he's never had 100 yards rushing. It's Cottle. He's going to pick up the first, and San Diego State's going to call timeout. 1st and 10. Dotson calling an audible. Dotson. To Moses. Okay, hang on. A little bit of a stupid play, yes. But maybe we should have done it as Cottle. He's going to pick up 3. 24 carries, 131. He has been an absolute dog today. 3rd and 7. To Ben Thomas. Goes down. Last time out. 35-21. What great placement from Dotson. 2nd and 5. I think Cottle deserves a rushing touchdown at least. Give this guy a rushing touchdown. 3rd and 1. He's been an absolute dog today. 3rd and 1. He's just too slow. 4th and 1. Get the boys out there. Kobe Eugene, the red zone merchant. Got another one. 42-21. Dotson had 1 touchdown, 1 interception. That's my bad. Not even blaming it on him. 281 through the air. 80 on the ground, including 3 touchdowns. Cottle, I wish he got a touchdown because 134 is amazing. 10-44 and 2. Moses had 116. Gillette had 57. 43 from Thomas. 37 from Cottle. Saglia got the only touchdown. Blocking 9 pancakes from our starting tight end. You'll love to see it. And then our guard with 10 pancakes. Our left tackle with 9 pancakes. Even Moses got a couple pancakes. Defensively, Davis had 12. Dennis Bosby had 9, 2, and an interception that you guys didn't see. Sacks, Hughes, 1.5 from Hopkins, 1 from Therian Dillon, 0.5 from Daly. Obviously, the 1 pick. 2 pass deflections from Flowers, and drives back 1 from Dillon and Sweat. My biggest fear has come true. We lost a 4-star guard and the 29th best player in the country and one of the top wide receivers has committed to Nebraska. Witherspoon has locked us out. Clay has also locked us out, but we might get Terrell Fay and Rayshawn Cheeks. All right. So projection-wise, for the 12-team playoff, we are the 3 seed. Michigan's number 1. Charlotte's number 2. Really don't get why we're undefeated. Literally the only undefeated team on this bracket. Ole Miss is 4. Rutgers and Clemson. The winner of that would play Charlotte. We would play the winner of Ohio State, Clemson, who we beat on our way to the Natty. Michigan would play the winner of Notre Dame and Nebraska, and Florida and South Alabama winner would face Ole Miss. Our last road game of the season is at Syracuse, who did lose to Charlotte, who's the number 2 team in the land. They're an 86 across the board. Marcus Brooks is coming back home. Next video will kind of explain that, but I'm excited. Our only top 25 ranking since Texas A&M, since week 0, and that win has not looked great for us. Can we pull off the cross-country road dub? Find out. Until next time, you guys have a good one.